Obaye on tenase no sisi no musa no say ne manfo ewo bimbila ho ne manfo ewo yenni ho ne manfo ewo northern region ho no emfaso be mpa no manya firi no ho emfaso be mpa no manya firi no ho papa wei ena 2024 oka kire MPP party ne say omo enya list of recruitment a party epeso omo ye from constituency to national omo listing nyina no omo famre no yaw oje sa niam ni nyina de kokotena dem a wan recruit nipa ba akokra ampo Dominic Nitiwu asa list no enne NDC fo ena recruit sankofo no eti NDC fo na eje ho anuonyam no oti ase Dominic Nitiwu empapemu wei ena ye ne de oti abemu abo aban abro ema aban ya lusu ejina pempen so oginan wo gina won say Dr. Baomia na ye best person to win power for MPP for the way e odi ebentia obi a odi na kwa election a why vice president 8 solid years wabeye second person for MPP so many years 16 years actively Dr. Baomia lamplight ya de ade ama no se onko no onko win ni power farmer MPP ono ani MPP move for kra no enipa 2.1 e decide say yempeno ye nto abama no Ghana for population voter population wo check ni per to aba voter a year da ho no e 1.7 million who tells you say nipa we na ye best person to win power for MPP why na ka kire eti onko tenase na onya na analysis ye no jai sa entity mu na wode nam no because sa entity mu no me say ye de sa entity mu no se de omo ye no osoro a obi anka hwe womo ye no osoro a obi ahunu ne se eye normal womo ye no osoro a obi anya na dwen so be kasa tia wo mo na ebe koso wo ha no mo si fam ha no mata from ano no mo ne nam ha boko ase bibia nsi ye no se ye nso so ne omo ye no osoro no se ye nso ase ebe ye no ase ha obi anwa ofri northern region a obetimi abedi mampani because wonu anom e wase ha no omusa woni anuanom kra wase ha eti saade na wo ye no onjai sa papa we eni asase yetimi pepa ne din every Ghana politics eni kwan da se ye gina baabi ema me nananom kra be ready ehun se there was one man na oye defense minister e de ma Ghana anu okasa tantantan sei eye politics ya basa sei e de ntitimu ni papamu e de bo man mu sei sa Dominic Nitiwu no on sen fata se ye man na bakwasem e wo Ghana politics abakwasem mu esese ye pepa ne din efrim ya mama fancy ya
me da say 107.1 so ni high Omanfm the luckiest lucky everywhere dial *712# *712# na follow instructions no *712# follow instructions no na fi ye ko yanim kakra first option no wa second option no say bia oya mo bi obehu se obehu ano na kron sika abeto ni phone no so pepe the last kai na hye so efa mame abokobi area rural bank ye ma sika amwodi akodi dwa bank ho bibia omoye na we de eyesronko fi se emfa ho se wo account wo ho emfa ho se sika fa controller na se emfa controller mesro ko ma so ye na wo momwa e wo sikasem main office line no e 0577 675 168 0577 675 168 0577 675 168 e bia wanya yie asem aba opese wo ye plan e de ma yie opese wo ye plan de ma enwumasua opese wo ye plan de ma wayaresa ni nyina no kɔ abokobi area rural banka ombeboa am what ne capsules yanum bom garlic ninti ohia bi numbia nopa numbia nwumre na nipadua na hode enkosoro ye friend Spanish garlic mixture ne capsules na Spanish ginkgo capsules eboao asiesie nipadua no kɔ miaya ye tonro onsa ebeka bi odama Ecus House of Drugs Carb Pharmacy dependable herb ho nyina wokɔ a onsa ebeka bi 0266 114 111 0266 114 111 enche yede nkomo no ebeto aso but asanto afada obokrata na ba ko bransana oramu data to aso ama
Brian made the daily graphic and I shall see a cratafa eto so me and some. O 248 to us and take good up him so penny for ne eda has saying and semi waha and they say enwa da 24 etina say ewo asante mante mo ahim fie menhia na woni mamprusi eni kusasi for eni hia ye e fa ntokwa na say na ekoso ewo montem no 24 esese nsem ne ba wie ye no afanu mienu nyina enyanti ase ewo nsem kaye 24 eni omokan ya anope 247 asante gude eka sesene ensem ne ebu afa ye nyina no enche bia wode ba beto Ghana mampani Owura John Dramani Mahama ne ma katafeto so miensa eboyemu amane katafeto so du miensa so ewo so ha sei na mampani abedeche professor na opoku agimai ene ekasa se 24-hour economy ya mampani kasi wo ba be ya bo amagana etimi agina ye no kre ahyase a enho mfaso no Ghana fo bie ahyase edi hu emfaso katafeto so du miensa ewo so ha sei ansom expert mienu enfoni eda ha sei na no dikane Owura Kofi Asare or executive director of the Ghana Africa Education Watch Nifone eda hase and afre Dr. Peter Antipati one also executive director of Institute of Education Studies ewo Ghana hase ono sufone da ha na mo kasa ede afa wasi results ya nkwada ikotwe ya mo twose mass de wo medintwa ebinsi da no empanifoi kase na SSC enka chief examiner no wotimi ehwe na nka wo ye bibi efa ho a eno so ho nsem no ewa hase etano pay daily graphic ni when
the history of MPP comes to be written, what the Honorable Nitiwo said about Ken will be ascribed as very disgraceful, dishonorable, and unbefitting of a whole former defense minister. I wonder how he is going to repair this damage he has brought to bear on his person. This is totally unacceptable, uncalled for within the context of MPP political tradition. Oguseku Odamfa, he sent in this one, strong one. Indeed, the Kumsin says what Dominic Nitiwo is doing is to sow a seed of hatred between Konkombes and Honorable Ken. And it is dangerous because one can hurt Ken because of Nitiwo's statement. Kumsin sent in this one. Owura Sylvester Asare says, you guys say it as it is. The MPP has challenges, but who is to rescue it? Will the problems go away with time, or they will require strategic interventions? But who actually cares? Who are behind the NDC? They are hoys to Toby Kwachis, who do you hire and name them? How often do you hear about them? Do you think they are doing nothing for their darling party? And who is doing something for the NPP strategically? They should think about it. We are thinking about a flag bearer who do not think about the party. Very sad. Twaso kakramami.
Baya mami fa won shase famfi eye daily guide the obokrata na the obokrata obakata fe to so eye miensa odi ka dia to ja se oba Oman Ghana hanuma afi etwam eye afi 2024 no mu no nipa emmaako eye 12,600 ena esi yade no eto a wo matwe wo ko nananom eto nananom ewo ensie do na yeshe esi da yetuesu amansa nya tuesu ade she esi ho fa no na akwakwa koduru eye 15,200 na nemprempre ya oba Ghana hanum a nipa wotiase a wodi eye HIV yade no enam no eye 334,700 a anu akwakwa edin a atwe se aban ene Ghana for eyaso na wohwe na sayade no yetimi epa no pomasibre
me da se yebesan aba the obonkrata no so kanso yanko anim kakra na me makwan ma wokoye wadwuma
yo ya me da se pi so manya sa konye ma menchia yetifo ene yahwefo nyina na memfa Honorable Ken ohine Japan nchia ema obia otemene anopai ya ayem se ensem na ekoso no Honorable Ken na ninyi ho se sabre di omane adru no ye be fa entitimu ene watimi wakame ene se we free her we free her emwa oman no enye Honorable Ken ohene Japan ni trimu po ene se obejina baby now we're setting up one tribe against another tribe. Honorable Ken, eni ni su eni ni baimu se obepese abusuakuo bi ana enipa bibre bi ebeko ahokyire mu ana se obekasa tia ekuo bi enti ne ekoso no ono enye ni de o enunti na okoba bia ya Honorable Ken oton the message on ton the tribe ade a obetumi aye e na woka ho asem on kase monto mami because me free asim fosu ana me free asim dompem ana me nchi free mampon ana meka akankasa ana memba efri hin enti monto mami onka bi da nemum ose monto mami efiri se me ba western region ha eniema me di mani hu no wei na meye ye call northern region where nyina baabi ankasa entia obiara ya okan ye nyina ne se me ba mesisa esremufo ye bra ye mabunu mo bejai kaya ye be the Ministry of Agric ebe batamale wa airport mebwem bra mo bre mo kwanya enye mebaim kwame nkroma breso na sebe kona beef yi se ne ebi obole gatanga mesan start enti na this wade hunu ena odi tudwa baby a obegina simpie su biara enti so who se bia okasa na okasa wo ya yewe ya na firi niema bia sebe ebinmu ye tia no ena all kire sese mu anyai de mu ye yi a emfa enkabo mu ani konimdie emma MPP emma Ghana mai enunti ne atiefo mutie me anopai ne ekoso no Honorable Ken ompe we ka we na we yaka we Honorable Ken ompe onu de ne niswade hunu na oton sabria me no kase onam oti region dambai inchumuru what you say any krache and onamo Honorable Ken is facing the Fajato mountain. Honorable Ken otipantonsu and moti river so e konchumuru mo onu mu din komo about tourism o onu mu din komo about coastal so oni mamefo a sebe uduru oti river no ho ya o matoto nam ton na nam no bi pro onu mu di adwadie ho enkomo onu mu di komo faswa fish no a omu yi a omu di pontoon omu di kodo eyi no ekwa be faswa e benya fishing boats e di ama wo mu saa ne man ena papa no all kan enti mesrem mo a mo nenam mo ko ba bia mo si ye free hanti mo nto mayen mo ko ba bia mo se Honorable Ken otamu nti ma mo nto ma no emmoa oman no enye saa na Ghana etie enye saa na Dombo Buzia tradition Dombo Buzia Dankwa tradition enye saa ene di twa ye fruma no eye freedom ye fruma no eye nkabomu ye fruma no eye development human rights rule of law accountability fair play transparency and good governance no enna honorable Ken in the chitafo. This is what we believe in. We and the jitumu. And nunti na honorable Ken enko jina baby nkase asim for monto mami central region monto mami bono monto mami efise meka mo ho menimu ne kakasa baako onka bida na doye ekoma Ghana man na doye ekoma nipa bibre biara ne mpanifo se de oso entakrache no da bia na ani sano mesrebo ahobrasemu eni nyamesrum mumma yentie ensem fuamfo a honorable Ken ode to Ghana mayanim ne musa ye ho se so ensem a all no ebeboa yen ana se emoa yen ebinum be trouble politics ebinum be kan mu kromu kasa e de deceive ebinum nanso babi a wiase aduru no entitimu emfa entum empuntuo emma entitimu ni kasatwie ene watimi wakame ena we wo free ha on free ha ena montuma we fi se we na wani yade ni di aduane baako yade ni hye atade baako yade ni kasa baako enunti yentoma no. That is not leadership. Leadership is about obi our vision na onim nia oye na otimi identify opportunities. So when na Ghana ha ne yadro when na me yade abo o man kwa when me faso me ye ni sei na yade yesi simpie so na ansemo no abukan kan Burundi 40 yankomo pewo Somalia fonya ankomani beje Swaziland fonya ankombe bose Morocco 40 kombe fane se omedi wo moni ewiase baabia obi opese odi oman nanim no eka ne tirimu po na dwirimu po na ni so ade huru ne da yeso a waso anyhow kombe faso a obe implement obe prosecute obe execute obe man da ehunu aye workable na apeja ne man ene wo mudi odachi ede wo maduru pempenso bia sebi omumfa wo mu kenten enko amanone se omu ko stress de omu bedie ho se omu form kenten kwa amanone se mu man sika ne fa nko bo ye man no ho bra ye man no ho akonhoma. The honorable can say Ghana ye be self-sufficient. The onyamidie duru no, the onyamidie dua no. Eni kwa se ka Ghana cry ye poor. The boy asase yem. Eni kwa se Ghana ye poor. The boy asase ani. Eni kwa se Ghana ye poor. Yem frama is so rich. The wo ye pumu ye territorial waters. Crown. Eni kwa se Ghana kaya ye poor. Empo agriculture ye kuyadwuma ye se de ani to fom na de ani yema yani ku ho na ye fa abeso kwanso abefo kwanso edada mu a eni kwa se Ghana enke ye poor. Enti honorable Ken de ye nam ya yawo ne o kan nyina aye mpuntuo na hwe ene mani gisema me hu ye kura ne anamontuo kese a otumfo me nana watuo enka bomu a eni asumdua a opese eba enunti no enye saa brei ene wo se timi ko gina srem baabi eko kakire obi se we time we mpe we asem we yesei enti yento aba no ma we efise onu ne kakasa baako onu mu ne yesei mu nua no ni sei etitimu ehia efiri say ye wo Ghana from Gold Coast to this present day. Ghana for ye who say we are one people, one nation, one destiny with one common goal. Ye entity ye muda. Enunti na uko krobia mua. And I want Mr. Nitihu to understand this. Uko krobia mua sebi ye wonzongo. Me papa na na mo owo me ni fie esi aguna zongo. Ye ni obi ate kama. Ye nyem paipa mu. Honorable Ken nyem paipa mu. Na sa wo hwe Honorable Ken ni track records. Ye wo Ghana ha. Obia behunu se oche ema ne so obia so. Nia oye bia enyem paipa mu. Nanti kamura fise o twem kra the last election primaries na ensuo to na said the bodyguard kra ye kudus ahimfa no free oni kudus e twem na under the traffic light mamina na watra ho che no ya wasre sisika che no na onya wheelchair mu ntra no ya se o free stream so free stream.
Yeah.
Mr. Nitihu. So free stream. And so honorable to the car. Echo tall electric wheelchair. Esi free ni car mu insuo to. E de command ma me no peja no de ni traps. Mr. Nitihu so honorable free stream. Enti dia be the bar secretary jamasi. Ya ne Ghana ye politics. MPP ye politics. Dankwa. Buzia. Dombo from the north. Omo kamu hu bomu. E formal this tradition.
First mami.
Ya antise omo dentiti mu ebaye. Enti free neko no. Yentie honorable Ken the campaign all year. The messenger or they eba out. Ni mu se ehun se so. We ye messenger e ma Ghana afana ntuma pafra. Ana ye messenger e Ghana mu. Na amanfo a omo ye tribal politics. Omo play the tribal card no. From today forward. Womun free home. Na de omo di na chi no. Na nu sem swadi hunu no. Womun fan tudwa. Na yenhwe between all of them. Why na osese odiga na nim. Na me di manosi no. The first said yema honorable Ken de ne braye. Na niswadi hunu a all ton no. Aduru mra Ghana mabunu ene Ghana for epe nyuma yo. Enti said the honorable Ken ba Yesu ye koda na ya rehwo ya ma omunya dwuma ye no ya ombu wo ewak no ya ombenya dwuma ye na me sorry akode den so minti as a lawyer minti me in court without passing a comment on the petition to John Dramani Mahama.
Yeah.
Any the processes are or trigger from Article 146. At I say because who say easy no the status in law no would say justice of Court of Appeal, right? Now somewhere we say justice. And to the removal to say Obia say be High Court judge and now a Court of Appeal judge and now a Supreme Court judge. Justice. Into Oma trigger sa adieno. It's beautiful. They can do whatever they want to do. But what is the motive? Yama me kabise say no. Ya me sorry akono. Let us look at conscious decision or it's a malicious intention. And omudeba. Into obedience of for yebunu benian kana asem. Omo ye say enam se yi we free honti no omo ye na mo hwe the processes aye fa so ye di yi the CJ one move. Yes, I befa the same process so edia be yi Jane Mensa free ho ye musa ye ho se edia etri mu po ya yen kasa piwo
Yeah.
edia etri mu po the spirit behind this move edia etri mu po and a constitution is you know when there is a misbehavior, misconduct, and when there is incompetency, because nim na juma ye and now say physically or infirmity be I say or yari be say want to be incapable. So they we no a checklist to woman take it na Ghana for a who say and the moment he go for a tui John Dramani in Crawford NDC A2E. So, what is the motive and a driver this particular removal of the EC, the petition, the processes?
Say a few of your messages na yentoa, so I have no sympathy for snakes in the grass. I won't lay a hand on it, but if you come under attack, don't expect me to step in. If you are destined to win an election, you win even if your opponent's spouse is the EC boss. Let the flip-floppers deal with their own issues while they stay focused on building our party. We have no business defending people who place their personal interests above the truth. And as for screwy prosecutor, the president will receive at least 4 more petitioners or petition for his removal before the end of this month. Samuel Brian Boabinwa Ushi and Odewe. By I have said this several times. It wasn't Nitiwo's fault. He is one of the people who create divisions and chaos in the northern part. He opens his mouth anywhere and how and doesn't think about the outcome of what he says. I blame Nanado. Ade Nanado ayede. Wayede Dumas ewo North Ridge. And Odewe by. Please, I want to ask former Defense Minister Dominic Nitiwo number of Kokomba youths that he engaged into the Ghana Armed Forces. He should be ashamed of himself making that sort of that comment. Greetings to divine protection upon Honorable Ken, wherever he is. Thanks, Fifi Osum and Odewe by. William says, good morning. Today I am to give the delegate this Bible quotation, James 42:10-12. Okay. Ma woman so yeni womo enkasa kakra. Okay, ma encheme kwa man so Jonas Fum, thanks for joining us. And he says of our old tape, indeed, what was Honorable Atachia saying about Ken? Atachia was referring to some words Ken might have said, and that's for that reason. For that reason, to him, he didn't deserve to. How does he feel when he hears what he said? It's a question you are asking. Okay, ma also Yena was saying Niti was making a reckless statement to create confusion in the north. Niti was okay, and also Mama Memfa in Alex. No, as I said, Yena lawyer Modate e canona fi yen fan some kakra kranto so na yen sorry so. Cancer mami watching boko there.
Yaw.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oko kota na.
Ah, yeah. Bende. Akom no dey so maka cho say. Akom ni shiri.
Wankwa wonidi. Na we so say action na a war between say war ideas and say wo sika. It's one taking action wo ho a. Sika no ma. Ya na say no pay.
Me catch that say. Say ade a chi Kana akamfo kan no wafo kodi pa na wankwa paadi ni bia ye frɛ da pafo da fafo so de ɛyɛ chiwa de wa ma wonsa wa ma won homoden a wonsa ngedan ɛnkɔwa no nti ade akyi a ye kodi pa ya asopia
men so me da ase afi yenkɔ ani petition a ba ahya ase ba wo behwe a Chief Justice de ba yedi hu nkɔmɔ bebree baby adure de na che say ekɔ na wie an say electoral commission and then in the chair the 2 deputies afi office of the special prosecutor ahe ne nam e won ti ase mu no
yo me raba me da se the chair no wetie for ama chere machia me wo fa ase nimpon na na champo ma asante achem da behima ene na mensa kuase jase sante fu jase yawo what we say change na ba ye no ya change no wo and so democracy so. Being for Michael Quay, professor, not chair at the University of Ghana, say overwhelming majority is in itself a threat to the existence of democracy. There be not chair at the country. Say, as I saw. Democracy as a normal balance power. Until one complete majority and executive. Now one for the same overwhelming majority and legislature. The United States, the beyond is the best presidential system of government in the world. To me, you know, they always balance between the executive and Congress. And now I'm going to 2 years to 4 years, congressional elections. It's the 2 million now could do one side, both the any tyranny. But our man absolute power in both executive and legislature. Young and I campaign my we supported them to some extent because there were things people didn't understand from the previous government. But see and so on, may you then to be a Yahumbi wa Ghana had an enemy was a Ghana for a few more. 1960, the Bay Republican, and Yahuna was Sagifo, the greatest of Africa, African of the millennium. In year free 1958. Now I am running a friend Avoidance of Discrimination Act. Now we implementing PDA, Preventive Detention Act. Man, ne brosono. Yet a chi opposition for be near ban from a good prison. PKK Kwedu was one of the closest friends of Dr. Nkrumah. He went to jail. Bedema, or no, didn't Kuma, Eko Jina, Accra Arena, as MP, Brandon Nkrumah Jina, a prison. Yeah, campaign man, Nkrumah be a winning election, you know. Bedema of all people, now say with Janico exile. If you send up Nkrumah Yamanabo so. Yeah, yes, I'm from Swanwa, Omanfm na. We all did that campaign. Yes, I'm from Swano. Ama ene to me a broso. Urama, Una so innocent. No greatest of respect. Yeah, on your innocence, he's an innocent face. But his thoughts are different. Say Chief Justice. I never believed that will happen. Sometimes the Supreme Court decision on the Bauka, or kind cry, so much greatest of respect to their lordships. We share Kevin Taylor case. Now we share Asifua case now. You wonder what people who were advocates at the bar will suddenly change their positions. But fine, that is the order of the day. And may you know, may one way be able to say yaw. And we say don't get that kind. So may you kind of plain, very nice TV. So may you electoral commission in the deputies, no. And now we are sorry. We are say Jabendia. May were different views about him, having known him as a contemporary at the University of Ghana and known him as a scholar. Or meaning the real university. Then you do my son by law school. No, so the man a scholarship man, a masters in the bachelor there. Said you were in a Juma pan, I mean, you know, say that they're being first class law student with the Mohoma. I was among the people who applauded the government for giving him that job, even though my OSP office may support that. I thought it's one of the biggest mistakes. If you want somebody to be a prosecutor and to fight corruption, you divide the office of Attorney General and Minister of Justice. The office of the Attorney General. No, that's not by justice. No, the prosecution in those things. You don't create an administrative officer Attorney General either may overrule or can have conflict with the Attorney General's office. I disagree entirely with Uri Akufo-Addo. And from day one, I have never supported it. Now, I think it's the biggest mistake that Akufo-Addo made. You want to fight corruption. Why don't you appoint your own Attorney Generals and their deputies? In the end, when Jimmy fight corruption, so they pay. All the people have been acquitted and discharged. Now they are looking for new thieves. And you already have been office, there many moment crowd, you may dream out. Kabenya Kranka abolish it. Semenya because if I so bien so, a Juma way of shad debate me, CI debate me, local debate me, if you give them the resources, already being a request for the government, amount of money and officers there, they are all policemen who can do it. That is not to say, sir. So be able to possibly remove already being I was ready that from day one. When there was a change in now, static care, no legal grounds. It's so bad, say people will know them as scholars at the university who practice law in the manner Mr. Jabin has done. All the disgrace they have brought to Furata will be away investigating in here. Then now you should red alert for Interpol arrest. When you know the processes of extradition as criminal law practitioners and students. And say your more majority there. If you have an idea, you midterm election there. Democracy best suffer. Money. Now to be the price Ghanaians will pay for voting angrily against Nana Akufo-Addo. No, whatever you look at, Akufo-Addo was a Democrat. Ubekan said, and we all disagree with him on many policies, and we have spoken openly on your platform. But the extent to which we give the majority is a threat to our own rights. Because yet your mind as a CMO, the most senior judge whose office was not secured, was not protected. Now when she said the justice behavior, it's like much in another man to and I'll be surprised to hear that because I'll see that again. Because the kind of mature people on the bench. But well, nobody will say it's the law. It's your no opinion. No opinion. They say the system has not been run well. Now, any processes to remove the EC and his deputy will take place. Processes and for the removed. We are yet to see the full details of it. In the end, can the content no one but once they have set their goal, now the majority they have and the kind of rulings the Supreme Court is giving these days, Yeah, these are my initial comments.
Mami Musa we ntwato na yemfe nkomo no mra na wi ochena nyame yadoma ye betumi ato aso mebre no enti ende wo hwa ne a ekro ya na kire se ye democracy esumdi animu ana Semitie we a ase wo nkire mu no pa kire se kebi mami nka bia ye wom sesei esumbidi animu a yanhwe ne ye be ha ye
ya na we de no wonu esumura ba yes since January ya emo hu yet you will be quite administrative office yoko na administrative person ya only legal power I say mama will pay 50 million Ghana cedis. Yeah, what if we go Ghana hada no kremu ya we don't live in Cuba or Venezuela, we don't live in Uganda or Egypt where tyranny is the order of the day. Now yet hammer obia nkasa ana o mekasa yen so ma no anudwom say ya chi ukon yoko office ya chi we free from police headquarters now we kwa the next day let me say President Kufuor odi sa bi di obi ana let me say Ura Rollins cry na yesi wonye Democrat no odi we bi di obi ana. And today you have senior lawyers at the bar, some of us are our teachers, supporting such crude methods of running a democratic society. Yao. Shenipa MPP fire chi womu call various security officers. No. Look at how they were treated.
Shaping the nation.
Being like the two swa just said, not being clear what catch me no chill them one what a dream back one a coin trim. What this condition the so. And you couldn't have your you need conscience. religion na you belong to no and native culture principles and native ideas customary law you know try no for edi two engine and no enye dwuma bi until we are behaving like the days of the Preventive Detention Act. Preventive Detention Act about for kotonom a co-prison. We told fighting for Joe Apia, Kwesi Lamte, Chief SD Dombo, and many others. The reasons why Bedema and Buzia had to go into exile, even though when they were opponents, had to collaborate to get Nkrumah government out. They share him free because in the democracy will be a majority there. As software no man then any for dealing no those priests and bishops. What many conditions because a friendly government has come to power. Yeah, democracy no there. In the next 4 years there. But I think say as I say will be na omo one no e kasa e betie bi no. Yes, Romara, Yamonka, Yankora idea. Ye becan, a bit more penny for 2 me. One bet me the abbey will have a hammer and say, catch it. A yabroso. Yamanimo example, 1979. A bread bar said, a banner shot yet seen for 4 years execution. He took the Catholic conference. Uko Kumasi and he Papa were a friend of Father Tadie. Father Tadie Frijuso Abnase. He was one among the people who openly spoke against the bloodshed. Father Tadie Ufrabanase, he was among the people and Yamapani and Archbishop Kwesisapon. They were the people who openly said, hey, Abrante, oh Yamanabroso. Yes, I need to me. Rollins the Kurato and the Boas. Rollins the Kurato and the Boas. Uramana won his son. Obeka said for the years Nana Kufuor was in office, he never called him president, no friend Opana. She said, "I'm trading on Mamlanti and on Mabawan. Casa Fine Casa, ya Casa Antitian. I will be so who say your phone bend the walls. I'm a friend. Sa politics tradition, that's 2 best on Yao. Even if it takes 40 years, 2 best. And ya feel the Rebecca say, when you are and ya, also many because Abreno. You have a new generation of people. Be an enemy near. And to media, in many ye craft is said, administrative office. To say you could police ID. I bet you were detaining. I'm a obey condition, unreasonable, even court. The law is that bail should not be used as a means of punishment before a person is hurt. There is our principles in our attention. People who were our lecturers who taught us administrative law and jurisprudence. I am fam running a juma. No more 2 years full steps. Any opportunity. I am a difference. Such people have the opportunity and they are doing well or equivalent to what the PNDC or any of the military government did. Many, yeah.
Cancer, my men was or China, or China, I had my better to us, so none come or question for, but me brain call me Yabre Papa and Farm, Mountain Yami had much better. Men so me that say Nidin Ede Alex Jenfi and Neno Edin Como Jenny and quick Nafi Edin Como rich one, my young queen. Yes, of course, and then you answer. And he refers to Alex Jemfi as political Solomon. Wow, he's really a political Solomon. I refer to Alex Jemfi Council. Oguseko Odase. And it's time for us to switch over to the next level. Today's agenda. Ochna nyame adoma. Mediation talks are akoso ewo fikesiemo. Otumfo na se ne Alex Jemfi bedi hon command pa. That was my second question, but the brain inti. Machewa, I was sorry. Now I edit today's agenda twice. So meeting Eddie Abufabo achi yes or so. On radio, one of my boy Barnabas Apia Kwame Ebenezer Emphasis on Fama Omo. And it's time for commercial break. After that, now for today's agenda. Good morning.